Hey guys, welcome back to more Snooker 19, and yeah, back to career mode. It's part 92 or 93. Yeah, it's really worrying that I can't remember, just because I do want, it's a bit worrying that I can't remember, because obviously I know it's a week since I last filmed nearly, but I'd like that when it's episode 100 that I know that it's episode 100. But yeah, we're at the Players' Championship today, taking on warrior Kyren Wilson in the opening round, the last 16. So yeah, these are all fairly short tournaments now, except for the China Open, which is slightly longer. But the China Open's not as good as I thought it was on this. In real life, the China Open's like a really good semi-final and final, but in this game it's a bit weak. It's like smaller frames. So yeah, if we're looking for long matches, we'll be waiting for this final, the Tour Championship final, because the Tour Championship also wasn't particularly great on this game, as well as the, of course, the World Championship. Hopefully we can make a run at the World Championship,
Really nice.
So yeah, recently we haven't been playing as well as I would have hoped to. We've been playing a bit poorly lately, or I certainly, I don't know about you, being a bit collective there, the we. Right. So yeah, just enjoying Snooker 19. Just been watching some the Wimbledon this afternoon.
Well, you lost control of the
So far, just chilling. Looking forward to football. Euro's still on. One match left, the final. I know you know the result now. I don't know if we won or not. I'm really hoping we did. Everyone I speak to seems to say 2-1 to England in the final. But yeah, who knows? We might win 10-0. We might lose. Really hoping we win. So yeah, we beat Denmark successfully in the semis. Yeah, hopefully we can go the distance now. I.e., win the tournament and beat Italy in the final. Obviously, to you that's completely irrelevant what I'm saying, because if we have, we have, and the victory parades are probably over, if they were doing victory parades, I don't know. I think I've read on BBC News there might be talk of it, I don't know. But yeah, that's not particularly a great shot, but there wasn't much else I could do. Maybe I shouldn't have looked at that red, I should have probably turned to another red. But like I said, we are playing terribly lately. This is a really, really weak end to the season so far. We won the European Masters, but yeah. It's been a pretty poor season since UK Championship. The UK Championship may have run to the last 16, but that's when the business end of it is. Last 16, I just can't seem to get past that. Champion of Champions, I did all right.
Nice.
But ever since I switched to the Pro Plus aiming aid, I can't seem to be a top 16 player. So that's my ultimate quest at the moment. And straight again, we left Kyren in with a chance, and this isn't good. We've had a chance in this match already. I know it was a terrible chance, there wasn't much we could make of it, but maybe we should have tried a bit harder, I don't know. It's a tough old game. Not a lot we can do now. He's come out of the blocks really well today. He's potting some really tough balls, and I think we're going to have to hope he starts to slow down, because he's on a roll here. I think this red goes to right middle. He's already not made a bad break at all. It's slightly concerning for us. And there he's just rubbing it in by potting a tough red. Sorting the camera angle out. Oh, did he just miss? Like I said, I'm just focusing on camera angle, just putting my controller down. I'm probably going to regret that we'll definitely regret this if I miss, because, it'll be my excuse to blame something. But I shouldn't miss this, or shouldn't really mess it up. It should be one that I can successfully put away. It's there.
Brilliant, outstanding. They don't come much better than that.
Let's see if we can just string together a break, pick up a bit of momentum. This is a lot more motivating being in a smaller tournament, because, every frame feels like a massive step towards winning the title. Whereas at the, a big event like 7 rounds long, like the Home Nations, for example, it would just feel tiring. or meaningless. See, play on smaller matches in the UK Championship. Half the reason I'm skipping out tournaments like a Gibraltar Open, which I think is up next. Oh, there's a phone going off in the crowd. But yeah. That was a very unfavourable kiss.
16.
That was something I really could have done without that kiss. But I think I might be alright here. I think it looks to be that I'm alright. Brushes the carpet a little bit. Brushes, brushes the edge of the pocket, as they say, whatever. I've gone in off. I don't really believe it, but I haven't gone in off. But it looks like the end of the break. Well, it's not. There's this red. It's a very, very tough red.
This is not easy.
I've left him a red, a very tough red, but he'll get it no sweat because it's a straight shot. It's a fairly straight shot on Snooker 19. These, the AI tend to get a lot of pots in. But that wasn't a very good shot. He might be angled on this brown. I don't think he is. He just about could see enough of that. I don't think he'll miss from here. I think he will clear this up. Yeah, he's come out very strongly today, and we shouldn't really have given him a chance. There's obviously one tough red, and there's 24 points he can get. So, provided he takes these 3 reds with blacks, he'll be 35 up, 35 on. Question is, will he pull out an outrageous pot on that red? It's frame 1, so I'm not too worried about him doing that because I don't think he will because it's frame 1. Having said that, he has been playing very slowly. But should he not take? If he doesn't take a black off any of these reds, then that chance will be gone. And there we go. He will need that red. Like, we can win if he doesn't get it. Not just tie, we can actually win in one visit. A bit straight on this blue, but I'm sure he can generate an angle. If not, he'll go for the pink or even the brown or bulk. No, nothing saying he has to go for the blue, so. I don't think he'd go for yellow or green, there's not enough angle on them. But I could see, I don't really think pink. Oh no, he went for the blue in the end, despite my speculation. And, he's taking a lot of time over these shots. He's really dragging this out. Yeah, I think he will manage to generate some kind of an angle. No, he hasn't. Well, I don't know if he'll get this or if he'll just play safe. He's played a safety.
Kyren Wilson, 31.
Absolutely gutless.
So the long red to the corner pocket.
No, just inspired from a shot a few matches ago.
Not this time.
Against Williams, I think I remember saying, for the fans. But we've got away with that, provided he doesn't take a double. Don't think, I'm not actually sure if he did or didn't there. But there we go.
I want to get this cue ball close to the cushion.
Let's play a little safety, really tried the snooker behind the black, but overhit that. I'm not too fussed. No, I didn't get the snooker because I've still got it safe, which is the main thing at the end of the day. Left us a pot on here. Inclined to go for this.
Safety here, I think.
Well, Dave Hendon said safety here, I think. So I'm gonna play safe in the end because Dave Hendon said that wasn't a good potting angle. Yeah, I thought it was. So. Too hard again, but again we haven't left it on. And he hasn't snookered us, but he might well have left us a chance to snooker him. And that's the key, might. I'm just going to play into the pink and play the cue ball back to bulk. And that's way too light, but poor shot really. Much too soft. We've left a chance, but it wasn't an easy pop. He's left a very easy snooker on for us here. So yeah, I'll just.
This shot depends on perfect pace.
I think we got the snooker very nicely there. Although not as nice as I thought. I thought we were tight to the brown, the way the camera angle showed initially, but we're not. Doesn't matter. Just hoping he didn't fluke the pot there, like Luca Brissell did against us in the UK Championship to knock us out, and we're making a superb comeback. Played that at pace. Now, what colour can we afford to go for here? We're 30 behind. If we take the brown, this will put us 26 behind. I think the pink's the easiest to get to the yellow from, with my knowledge of angles and snooker and all that kind of stuff. The physics of snooker.
Can you drop this into the right corner?
Not that I know the science behind all of it. Steve Davis has taught me a little bit about the banana shot. Well, he didn't personally teach me about it, but he explained it on TV, if you're wondering. You thought, what, you get private lessons? I didn't know you did private lessons. And meanwhile, it's not a very good shot at all. You know, for what it is, it's not even the easiest snooker in the world.
He's going for the snooker behind the green, I think.
Oh, we got it.
That's a fine snooker. Well played. Ronnie O'Sullivan set.
And he's left that.
He's taking this on. What a beautiful pop that is. 2.
Okay, so we need the rest, but shouldn't matter too much.
This is a real opportunity.
I thought surely I haven't missed it.
5.
So I think, yeah, this should knock Kyren's confidence if we, you know, pinch a fairly scrappy frame, which he was in the driving seat for most of.
Nicely positioned for the blue here. 9.
You know, but to do that, we've still got to pot these balls, you know. Amount of times we wrote Williams off in that World Grand Prix game, and he came back to bite us in those same frames. So I can't just take this for granted. Good pot, but where's the cue ball going? He needs to slow down. I think he's slowed down. That's all right.
14.
It's looking fine. Looking very fine.
He's taking it on.
Oof. It's wobbled in there. Nicely on the black, and this black to take a lead.
So, just this for the frame.
There we go. We lead Kyren Wilson by 1 frame to 0.
27.
So clearance of 27 there gives us the frame, and we win that frame by 65 points to 62, and we break off in the second frame. Yeah, not the cleanest frame of snooker, but we're glad to have taken the opening frame. It's always important in these matches, especially such a short one. This cue ball's close. It's okay. Have we left the red, is the question here. Is Kyren going to cut one? I don't know if he went for that though. But I think it was certainly left.
To be a really interesting test of their safety skills.
I think we'd certainly left that one on. although it was very, very tricky. That wasn't a very hard safety. That wasn't like the hardest hit safety shot. But if that was a tad lighter, we might have actually got a snooker there. Kyren Wilson just opening the reds up there. Maybe sign of a bit of weakness after, you know, losing the last frame. It's always good to weaken your opponent in this game, especially in shorter matches. Haven't had a lot of experience in the longer matches yet in this game. Only played it in terms of career mode. I've only played two matches. You know, I think it's just two. Yeah, Shanghai Masters semi-final, a 19-frame match, and a best of 17 European Masters final. But you know, I was kind of too good in that European Masters, and I think that's why I had to up the aiming aid to feel a bit more like Captain Goodspeed. And you know, if I can just start to make better breaks, bigger breaks, on a more regular basis, I probably just feel like I'm playing the game a bit better, you know? You know, nearing the end of this season, I may well decide to do another one, or maybe just pick out the good tournaments. And Players' Championship, which was the one we're on now, I'd say it's a very good tournament. And I'd say that was a very poor shot. I'd say that was a very poor shot.
14.
That's a poor shot. A really poor shot. As the Dave and Neil say. Or Neil at least. It was not a very good shot though, in all seriousness. Oh dearie me. Dearie me. I think we've got away with this. If we got away with this, that's absolutely...
Not what he intended at all.
No, we haven't.
Poor shot.
Being a bit wishful there.
41.
I don't think you can open up so many reds and hope to get away with it, really. I think that's just asking a little too much of the game.
7.
I had maybe a fair chance, but it just didn't develop it right.
Well.
Maybe that's my issue, is not being able to develop early chances, not being able to get the angle on the black that I need. I think that's a big issue. From a long red, I can never seem to get the right angle on the black. I always seem to end up high on it and then try to play it with topspin to get in, and very rarely do it, if I ever do it at all. Kyren Wilson is then on a break of 19, 4 reds, 3 blues. I was going to say 4 reds, 3 blacks.
Kyren Wilson.
It's just missed.
19.
It's just missed. No century available. Forget the century there. Focus on the more important thing. Winning the frame. And make a break to build confidence.
1. He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
So overhit that slightly, thinking I'd get away with that. That was completely foolish, but I've got away with it. I think I got away with it, yeah.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
But that was a stupid shot, a really stupid shot. That was actually a really foolish shot. I don't know why I played it that hard. I was just kind of had my head in the clouds, so to speak.
He's going for it.
Just need to mop up these balls.
1.
You know, if Kyren keeps making mistakes, we'll keep feeding off them.
Lots of power on this shot. What a tremendous pop.
That was an absolutely cracking shot.
4.
Now let's just see how much we can make of this chance. Just to build some confidence, build some momentum.
Decent position to take on a colour
I
here.
think I got an angle on this pink to just screw into the black and take it off the cushion. Well, I don't really fancy it. If I brush it, then no. I haven't. I might be taking this red off. I've hit that red. But I don't know how much it's going to
11.
make me feel like taking it on. I don't think it's done too much in terms of making me want to take it on, so I'm not going to be taking that on.
Tricky shot here. right out of the top drawer. He couldn't have played that any better. Well.
I think we've been able to feed off a slightly more manageable opponent today, and that was an absolutely terrible shot. I thought we were in off. Sometimes when there's no commentary, it really nerves me. It really makes me nervous. I don't even know if nerves me, if that even makes sense, if that's even a phrase. But there we go.
Attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Wasn't 100% sure if that would go in the angle I was playing at. I thought, but I was just going with my instinct on the angle, which is tend to be what I do on this game these days, rather than look at it from the scientific angle-y point of view. I think instincts tends to be what gets the ball in.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
Or maybe and I think that instinct's built up through experience of watching Captain Goodspeed. Now, I'm not joking. I mean, that has provided me with a lot of Snooker 19. That has helped me get a lot of experience in playing Snooker 19 and know what I'm doing a bit more. The side didn't help me come off in the cushion the way I wanted to. I'm still on this pink, although it don't look too easy. Doesn't look easy at all. It's not as bad as I thought though.
Just looking to drop this in gently. So, this pots into the right corner. That's a top shot. Well played. He's right on top of his game at the moment. 26. He's aiming for the left corner here. What a top pot that was.
Building the momentum up, which is what it's all about, sometimes. Well, it is what it's all about. So we've taken a 24-point lead in this frame.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
Although confidence levels aren't through the roof on this shot. And it was always a tough pot. The angle was never right, but I just went for my instinct. Because the angle most shots I play doesn't look right. It looks more, but it feels right. And that's what it's all about, I feel, with pots. And yeah, we've definitely shaken Kyren Wilson up. I think this could quite easily be a 4-0 win. I think that's one of the big issues with the game. If you win the first frame, certainly the first 2 frames, you could easily get a whitewash just because your opponent is completely crumbled. And watch some of the older snooker games as well on Captain Goodspeed's channel. I almost feel like they're more advanced than this one. I don't mean to insult this game. I don't mean to insult, write off Kyren Wilson, because, you know, I wouldn't be laughing like an idiot if, you know, if we'd gone to lose this match by 4-1 or whatever scoreline. Or 4-2. Gonna go for this, because why not? And that was close, and we've got it safe, so I think that was definitely worth it. It's bad to say, how far are we into this video? I thought it just said 32, it says 23. I thought 32, I must have been 22. I just had a quick glance at it, I wasn't like, really closely reading it, I just kind of, my eyes just flicked across it, and I thought it was like 32 minutes. I probably saw the 3 of the 23 and the 2 of the seconds. Did you and thought 32, huh?
Great shot. That's a really
no, Dave Hendon's happy with that shot. I didn't think it was that good. Didn't think it was happy so much. I don't think it was good enough to make David Hendon happy. Like that happy. Like he was really rejoicing over it.
Just the red required. So close.
If Dave and Neil get happy, you know, like they let you know that you've done a good shot, and then you know you're doing well. Like, they really let you know when you've done a good shot, and they also let you know when you've done an awful shot. So it's kind of helpful, the commentary. Maybe you should... Sometimes I consider muting it just to make it a bit more exciting, because they sometimes spoil the result of a shot like a cannon before it's done, before it's finished. And you sometimes want to know for yourself whether you're on a red or not. Rather than Neil saying, that's a good split, or saying he'll be fuming about that. I'm not going to jump too soon though, because only 2 snookers needed, but I think this might keep him in his seat. playing this at power to screw into the brown and yellow. Excuse me, sorry.
He's going for it.
Don't think that will matter too much. I think that should keep Kyren Wilson in his seat. 3 snookers, maybe he'll come back. I really hope not. No, he hasn't.
Frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan. And now,
so we take a 2-0 lead.
2 frames ahead.
And I think we will. I think we can win this match 4-0 because Kyren Wilson's crumbled now.
Thank you. The 3rd frame, Kyren Wilson to break.
But that doesn't mean he's going to do a bad break off. Not by a long shot. Although he hasn't. Although he has left a few open reds and he has left us a red on, which you know. Yet to be a frame in this match in one visit. Could this be the one? In quite a while since we made a century, and that is a disgrace of a start. Like, I've always got my head on the idea of it. I've always got my mind on a century break. That's my problem, I think, as well. Oh my god, I just left him a red. I didn't think that. I kind of just ignored the fact that this red pots. But I don't think Kyren Wilson's going to make much more than 1 off this. Or he might make a few. I'd like to see him make a few, but I wouldn't like him to win the frame, because I'd like... Yeah, there you go. I mean, this is just silly, man. Okay, fair enough. He's still playing. But it's going to be hard for him to continue the break. Okay? Don't write him off too soon. But if he gets this in, then this is just outrageous. Yeah, exactly. I mean...
Kyren Wilson.
I don't think the AI should play this, like, awful. Like, I mean, if the AI lose a couple of... What I don't get, if the AI go 2-0 down in this game, like, they will have to scrape in dribs and drabs. You will literally have to play rubbish to let them have a frame.
Very well judged shot there.
But I don't want to say that because, you know, I'm probably not going to win this match to whitewash. I'd like to, but, you know. Right, okay, we got another chance. 123, I think I saw. I didn't exactly read the number, but I know 123. You can have 123 remaining.
That's a beauty.
Go on and try and make this entry. You know, if I could hammer these reds, because I've got a good angle on this blue, if I could just hammer into these reds, I've got a good chance.
The split looks good to me.
Well, Neil's happy. He's just said, I don't know if you can hear the commentary on this game. I don't know if you... well, I've watched a few of my videos back sometimes. I can hardly hear the commentary. But if they ever say anything funny or you know, worth mentioning, I'll tend to say it myself.
That's an unforced error.
That was just unlucky the way that the shot worked out. A bit harder and that actually would have been perfect, you know. I mean, I just can't seem to get going. It's unfair. I mean, you know, if I can't seem to get going, but I'm still winning 4-0, then this game needs to be like checked out. I haven't won 4-0, but I probably am because I probably could quite easily because the way Kyren Wilson's playing now because he's lost a few frames. It's like a snowball effect, isn't it? And once they've won a few, there's no stopping them. So it's kind of like lose the first frame if you want to have a match, win the first frame if you want to win a whitewash, or a very heavy win. I'm not saying that we are going to be. I'm not going to say we are going to whitewash him. If we do play sloppy, then yeah, we won't. You know, there is a chance we're struggling, but the tables, you know, we have been relying on a bit of luck so far. I mean, this is just awful. This is just flat out awful. You know, I really shouldn't be complaining though that the AI is giving us chances, because normally I'm complaining that the AI is just potting outrageously. But I mean, it's a bit ridiculous, the game. Either the AI can't pot a ball, or the AI is playing outrageously. I mean, who the hell wants to play a game where it's just at extremes? I mean, why doesn't it actually just... I mean, it's unfair that it's really silly that it's always an extreme. Either, like, impossible to beat or impossible to lose to. Like, most of the time, except for frame 1. Frame 1's actually, like, you can beat it, but you can also lose. And in theory, any frame, yeah, but the effect kind of just exaggerates more and more with more and more making you win or lose. You know, it is possible to have a tight game. I suppose if they win the first frame, you win the second frame, then I suppose it would end up being a really tight and fun match. You know, I'm sure we have had fun type matches in the future, or in the past, but that's probably because we've played badly and the AI hasn't played well. But I don't want to complain. I'm secretly hoping for a miss. I'm just annoyed that I can't seem to do well. I mean, I'd love to close this match out in this video. It would just mean it just saved me an episode of recording. You know. And Kyren Wilson intent on dragging this out and making us suffer. Hurry up! Wow, why do you need so much time? Man, can you do this shot quickly? Can you just cut the paint out? Thank you. Can you just reel off these balls or how many you're going to do? There we go. This is nice. He's getting into some momentum. He's potted a few balls, you know. To be a 20 plus break. Wow, he's on 20 plus. I don't mean to insult Kyren Wilson. Sorry, any Kyren Wilson supporters out there. If you're a Kyren Wilson fan. In fact, I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm a Kyren Wilson fan. I really like Kyren Wilson actually, but you know, I'm not having a dig at him. I'm just having a dig at the game. Quite like Kyren Wilson. Good rising star. You know, when we talk about young talent, we tend to be talking about somebody about Kyren Wilson's age, certainly these days. And Yambing Towers kind of reminded us that we can still have young talent in 20-year-olds like we did in the old days, in Ronnie O'Sullivan, John Higgins, Stephen Hendry and Mark Williams. I'm assuming they're all about that sort of age when they first hit their peak, and that's not a very good shot. Oh, that's a good shot, fair dues. Take back what I was saying about having that dig about the IO playing rubbish after a couple frames. I'd fancy him to take this one now and to take us into a second episode of this match. But you know, it's just nice to have the upper hand against a top 16 player on the Pro Plus aiming aid, because it's not something that happens often to us, especially with how I've been struggling lately on this game. You know, we've lost our form, if we had any. I think we were playing well at the European Masters. Yeah, I know. I think we just kind of suddenly broke through the medium level of difficulty. Don't know what I'm waiting for now, because the frame's Kyren Wilson's. He's won it. He's won it by maths. He's mathematically won that frame. So yeah, we go to frame 4 and hope to take it a 3-1 lead at the interval. So yeah, probably play at that sort of pace. Yeah, it's going to hit the yellow. It's not a very good break off. Oh, it hasn't hit the yellow. It might have done, but doesn't matter. I don't think we'll be snooking in behind the brown, because you know how Neil Robertson, you know, that's how he gets 51 foul points. Yeah, that was at the International Championship. I was going to say, no, you didn't see that match. It's Champion of Champions, but that was a match you did see. You didn't see the Champion of Champions semi-final because I forgot to upload it. I deleted it straight off I deleted it off my camera the following week, having forgot to upload it, because I thought I'd do it during the week, and I just never got around to it straight up. I was just really confident, so I thought I'm going for this. I'm going for the maximum. So yeah, I'm just flat out saying it this time. I'm not gonna pretend. I'm not gonna be quiet and pretend that I'm just trying to pot a few balls. I want the maximum this time. I want to make the 147. Look at these reds. I see these reds, and I'm on the black. You can hardly expect me not to try for a 147. Look, this is gonna put me 2 reds, 2 blacks. Which is about 2 ninths of halfway, with 2 18ths, a ninth.
16.
Just under a ninth. Just under a ninth of the way to the maximum now, so yeah. In terms of balls, we are a ninth there, 4 balls potted out of 36. Now it's 5 out of 36. But yeah, this isn't maths. This is not Captain Goodspeed maths. Because he also has, I don't know if any of you guys know about it, but Captain Goodspeed also has another channel called Captain Goodspeed Maths, because he's a maths teacher.
Yeah, played it well.
Yeah.
24.
He has loads of other little channels. Captain Goodspeed Plays. He doesn't, but that's not his main channel. His main channel is just Captain Goodspeed, the one with the blue icon. Captain Goodspeed Maths has a red icon. Captain Goodspeed Plays a green one.
25.
So you worked our way out of perhaps what was a potential spot of bother and a potential banana skin because it has caused us issues in the past. Red's below the black spot. And by below I mean red's between the black, red's closer to the, red's between the black spot and the cushion. The bottom, the top cushion as they call it. The cushion closest to the black. I was playing that shot in the hope that the cue ball didn't kiss the red, that it did kiss. I was just hoping that he doesn't kiss the red. It did kiss the red, and luckily for us, we've got a shot on the green. It's a very tough. It's not that tough. It's one we fairly common. It's a green that we fairly common. Green that we've got quite a lot of experience at. Bit of nerves there. Good shot. Good shot. No 147 though. 147's out the window. Still might 143. Break 36. Not too shabby.
He's playing the pot here.
Ooh, that's there.
What a great shot that is. What about that for a positional shot? Perfect. 37. Can't see any problems here. Looking to drop this into the middle pocket.
Spend a bit of time on that shot. It wasn't the easiest spot in the world, but safely deposited into the pocket and break a 45. This for the half century, as it were. Tough. Just about hit the pockets, hit the jaws. Safely deposited. Just check the angle of this red. Long red, here goes. Pretty straight shot, I'm sure we can get this in.
Fancies this red.
Here we go. Woof, hit us in. So yeah, good chance to get a century in here, which I'd be very pleased about. So we're obviously at the halfway point now. We're just past it actually, 51. And these reds are very open, so it's very ideal. This has been a good break. No 147, but we initially had the chance.
54.
But I didn't want to potentially sacrifice the frame just so I could make a 147. I do want to win this match. I don't want to regret that. I'd rather make a century and be proud of it than to make a 147. And I'd obviously rather make a 147 than just any old century, but I'd rather win the frame than risk a 147 and potentially lose the frame. So yeah, that's the reason for my decision of not taking it. But really, I should just be focusing on this shot rather than try to divert the attention. It's worked out okay. It's worked out okay. I think we'll take the green here.
55.
Oh, this blue's a bit nasty. I don't want to take that. The yellow's not ideal as an angle, in all fairness. This green's probably my best shot here. On the pink, I'm not on the pink. Pink's well covered actually. Hit and hope here, in the sense that, am I going to be on a, well, there's applause, and we have landed on a red, the red that I was probably most intent on landing on, perhaps. because it's probably the best. It's a red that I needed to get rid of because it opens the black up, and I think that was frame ball. I think Dave Endon just said that just the red required, so that's framing the. No, it's not. There's still 5 reds, so no, it's not the frame just yet. Black and 1 more red will seal the deal. Black just wriggles in. I think this red passes the pink.
66.
It does. It's this red for a 3-1 lead at the end of this episode.
This is a key shot coming up here.
And there it is. We take a 3-1 lead going into tomorrow's episode.
And that shuts the door on his opponent in this frame. 67. So, this pot into the right corner. Excellent shot. 73.
It's a very, very good break. This has been really, like, proud. This is, like, something to be proud of, this break. I know it's been a very easy break, but sometimes, you know, it just gives you confidence. Just the fact that I've been able to pot loads of balls and string together a long break, something I've been struggling to do lately on this game for some reason. I've just been struggling to play well. I'm making the odd good break, and it's just nice whenever you make one to just appreciate it and kind of applaud it for one moment. I always struggle to get this entry, and that's not run far enough, so barring a thin cut, I don't think we might not have this entry, although this isn't the most evil shot in the world. It's there. It's there. It was there, you know. It's brilliant. And yeah, we've got every chance now to go on and seal the frame. Just going to put the pink back on its spot, and I think it's an easy positional shot as well to the red, so that's what I'm going to take on here.
He's looking at the pot into the left centre.
Haven't quite come far enough for the pink, I wouldn't think. Oh, that's some poetic skills. But I'm gonna go for it anyway. Try and get back on the pink, this red. Bit of top spin, wouldn't go amiss. Try and force the cue ball. Good shot. Very good shot.
95.
Absolutely superb, as they'd say. Crowd would be raising the roof for that shot.
Into the right corner pocket.
I'd hope.
No issues there. 96.
Gonna go for the blue here. I know that seems a bit unconventional, but it's because the yellow doesn't pot into the so-called yellow pocket. So I'm taking on the yellow to the opposite corner pocket, the green pocket, and then obviously play the green into the same pocket from here. So a break of 128 is possible. So you know Kyren Wilson, he left us the early chance, and this has been an absolutely wonderful response.
103.
Probably didn't expect to come out and play as well today, you know. I've been struggling against the top 16 players lately, and this has been a really empowering performance. I know I'm talking as if I'm doing badly and I'm always talking as if I'm going out in the first round, but the only tournament I've gone out in the first round in lately is the Masters. Won 3 matches at the UK Championship, 3 at the Shootout, 1 at the World Grand Prix, you know, just none at the Masters. And you know, I'm looking on the cusp of winning 1 here. And I'm just 1 frame away now, because obviously Kyren Wilson's lost this frame as 3-1. He ain't going to come back for Snookers. I mean, the only way he's going to win this frame realistically is if we accidentally press the concede button. because we'd be really idiotic to do that, or I'd be really idiotic. Be a bit foolish, but I'm sure things like that do happen to people. I'm sure people do that.
121.
And this black for the clearance, total clearance. Yay! 128. So that break of 128 gives us the frame, and we take a 3-1 lead over Kyren Wilson at this last 16 match of the Coral Players Championship. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed that. I mean, I certainly did. So here you can just watch Kyren Wilson break off in the 5th frame. And there it is. He's left us a red scar, I think. There he is. So yeah, there'll be a century break from us in frame 5, and that'll be the match. I'm joking, hopefully. But yeah, that was a good frame. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have enjoyed, then please do leave a like down below and subscribe, and comment on how you think the series is going, and what your favourite moments have been so far. Really hope you're enjoying this. Thank you for watching, guys. See you soon. Hope you're having a great day, and goodbye.